What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another vlog where you get to see a mid 30-year-old dude redo life as a barber. I'm currently at the greatest barber school in the galaxy, Culture Academy, and today is another special episode. If you remember a few weeks back, or like almost a month ago now, basically I got a haircut by another fellow student, and we did a little interview just capturing Anthony and his vibe. It was Anthony on episode 1. I did switch up a little bit of the concept from that initial project. So that initial project was basically it's a roulette of what's it called, the haircut, where I let the barber choose whatever they want and for my hairstyle. And then I was thinking about it. I was just like, if they were to do a straight razor head shape, that would put my head out of commission for like 4 weeks to like 6 weeks before I could get any sort of haircut after that. So we're just gonna keep the haircut to a medium drop fade. And I also decided, or I was just gonna like really target the students here at Culture Academy that are about to graduate, you know? So really capturing them strategically before they get into this next chapter. I think both of those kind of things where we're going to have a uniform haircut and having students as they graduate, I could be able to rotate at least like 2 episodes a month, maybe, you know? And then I also think too, by the time I graduate, I might just keep this going, you know? Like, and I think it's a very special thing, a very special moment in anyone's life, whether it's me about to graduate or Vivica in this episode about to graduate, you know, like there's a lot of shit that's happening by the time we get out of here, you know? So I think it's also like a kind of like a documentation for myself when I get to that point to look back at all these other students as they were going into that same hurdle. So I'm pretty stoked about it. We're just going to get this haircut going. We got Vivica doing my haircut today. Say hi, Vivica.
Hello.
That was great. How many hours you got left?
A little over 200.
A little over 200 hours. So she's about like 2 months away from getting out of here. So yeah, man, we're just gonna go right into this haircut. And when we get to like about 75% done, we're gonna hop into an interview. What time is it? 4:03. 4:03. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. 10 minutes. All right. Ready? All right, we're gonna go right into it, okay?
Oh, go for it.
So, all right, very good. So, what got you into barbering? We're gonna start there. So, how did it start?
So it started year of COVID. You can't see I'm growing out my back piece and my tapers in the front. I started cutting my own hair.
Really?
Right, because everything shut down. So it started with just me buying a combo, cheap little combo, and this combo, and went from there. And I actually kind of liked it, and that's when I was like, you know what, maybe I could go to school for this.
Right out. And then were you like before COVID? Were you like regularly getting that same haircut you were giving yourself, kind of thing?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute, I could just do this on my own.
Yeah, because it was growing out, and I didn't like it, so.
And then so like 2020, that's when you decided to go to school, or how long from the time where you were like, I want to do this at the time you came to school?
Probably like a year later.
A year later?
The thought of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because as you know, barber school ain't cheap. So.
Barber school is not cheap. If you didn't know.
Yes.
For all the people at home that are like, why is my barber charging more than $20? Well, one, because it's 1,000 hours of school, and then like a bunch of money, and then the equipment, and then the whole what's it called, science behind cutting hair. But I digress. We're not here for that video today. That video is coming though. But all right, so basically, did you like from the time that you started cutting your own hair, how long did it take before you started cutting people's hair?
Oh, so the school I went to, see, you go to barber school thinking they're gonna teach you to cut hair, which faded culture does, but there's other schools that don't. So literally, like almost the first week of school, Vivica, you're cutting hair today. I'm like, whoa, like, so yeah, I was just thrown up in there and had to do my best.
That's pretty funny because I have an identical story. Viticulture is my second school. I went to another school that which we shall not name, that can be easily found within the vlog itself. But my first day, so like basically, so September 2nd, or no, September 1st, I was just like, all right, barbering would be a good like transitional career. September 2nd, I enrolled in school, and that was also my first haircut,
Oh damn.
the first day of school. And
Yeah.
this was like me like this is gonna be a good idea, you know, and I know I could do it, but I wasn't expecting the first day, so
Definitely.
that's pretty funny. So how'd that first haircut go?
It actually went pretty good. It
Yeah,
went pretty good. It wasn't until like when I thought I was doing good when I would get those few people that were like a little picky, or not even a little picky, a lot picky.
yeah.
Like I remember I had this one older gentleman and he held the mirror up the whole time.
No, he did not.
Sat there.
That is terrible.
Looking at everything
I would
doing.
literally hate that guy forever.
Yeah. After he left, all the barbers were like trying to make me feel good. They're like, "Don't worry about it." You know.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Also.
Now, from you coming to faded culture, how do you feel like it's helped you become a better barber in that time, in that sense?
So I was here more towards the beginning. So I knew that it was a new school, and of course by Adrian and Sergio, and they were here a lot, you know, in the beginning, which of course they're still here, don't get me wrong. But they were trying to figure it out as they went, you know. But I think now where we're at, because I took a small break and came back, I really love the theories in the morning. I love the conversations. From what I've learned differently is a lot more. Corey, you know, he cuts longer hair, so I've been learning a lot of longer hair, you know, the proper terms and, you know, all that good stuff. So I'd say definitely my knowledge of that has grown.
I mean, like today we even had like, what was it, kind of a full demo on a mod cut, and it's like longer hair, and you know, like I guess like the, you know, barbering has evolved from my research in this recent time, right? Like there's a big era where it's just like fades and clipper only, and then now like we're getting like shears and longer cuts, like becoming regular kind of characters in the barber shop. And it's really cool to be in a place where like they take both of those serious, like where it's like, you know, Corey and his shears, and then the barons and their fading, and you know, everything Vogue is teaching as well, you know. So
very good mix and combo.
Yeah. So as far as like, what do you feel you're gravitating more towards? Is it more like clipper work, shear, straight razor, or like a whole symphony of all of it? Where do you feel like you're high on your attributes within those tools?
So I'm definitely more comfortable with fading, right?
Fading, okay.
I'd say that's my strongest. Clippers, you know, that's what I first learned.
Yeah.
But since coming here, yeah, I think pretty much, like I changed my system. I used to do my fade first, right, and then do the top of the hair. But ever since coming here, like now I'll do the foundation of the top first, blend into that. You know, it's the little things, you know, but if you do it right, execute it right, like they really do make a difference.
Oh yeah.
So I think all around now, and that's what I really appreciate, because I don't want to just know how to use a clipper.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You want to be able to serve anyone's requests. Yeah.
And then, like you said, it's just more money.
Yeah.
More money.
I mean, and that's another aspect of like the investment, you know, that we're getting with here, you know, in that sense. And what's funny too is like I used to do that same thing where I would like fade the sides and then do the top too. So a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Kind of like, all right. So well, that being said, like what would be like your immediate goal, like once you graduate? And then do you have like a long-term goal within barbering as well?
Okay. Immediate goal, I'd say it's just to find a shop to my fitting. I've gone to a lot of barber expos, and they've really gotten me comfortable with the idea of commission.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you don't have a good clientele.
Yeah.
So if I could get into a commission-based shop, wonderful. That would be amazing. As you know, we don't really have a lot of those. You know, if we do, they're the high-end salon kind of vibe ones, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's like loose brand now, so.
Yeah.
But long term,
Would you like to own a barbershop or anything like that? Like,
I don't think
is that something you
would.
thought about?
I don't think so. I feel like I would definitely be open to it in the future.
Yeah.
But right now, no. Like, 'cause I want to learn more things. It's more than just barbering. Like real estate. Real estate has been on my mind heavy, you know. But of course, that's more future stuff. I don't want to just be stuck behind a chair. That's my only income, you know. So that's my goal, is just to have different revenues for money, for income.
And it's like you got leverage the chair, right? So like basically when people come in to sit in your chair, if let's say you are like a real estate broker or agent, you know, it's a great like catalyst to like get that conversation going. It's like, for instance, with my camera, right? Like that's already an established business, whether someone wants photos or videos. Now, when you add barbering to it, you know, the chair is another source of leads, you know, for my photography business, being like photos and videos or whatever, you know, whether those like individuals come in, they follow me on Instagram, or like, you know, they're like, oh, I have a quinceañera coming, I could show them my portfolio, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, no, and I think that's very valuable to have that as well. As far as like, what's it called? Was there anything that made you nervous about like being becoming a barber, right?
Definitely. So of course, a female in the industry, that's already one, you know. You do get those clients or walk-ins that come in, you know, simply just because you're a female, they don't want you to cut their hair.
Which I think it's interesting. I feel like,
good stuff.
yeah, I would like I used to get my hair cut by females all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe my intentions were a little bit different, but you know, I'm just joking.
No, but you know, things like that, you know, some don't experience it. I have, you know, but I don't really let that bother. There's just so many people out here. And my joy, honestly, I know a lot of people don't like cutting kids, but honestly, I love cutting kids, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I cut a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old back to back. You know, it's very interesting. I did get through the haircut kind of fast because the kid needed to get through the haircut kind of fast, you know? So I feel like I'm making a connection personally where like doing kids cuts can make me better for adult cuts.
Yeah.
Because of the speed that I need to like do it at, you know, so.
Definitely. That, and it's a smaller canvas. If you could fade on a smaller canvas, you could definitely fade on a
big one
canvas.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, they were good practice, and they just make you feel good. You know? Kids, I've had moms come up to me, you know, oh my God, he was so shy, he was so scared, you know, and there's kids that genuinely that just don't like going to barbershops either, you know, either they're too rough or something, you know, and I've had plenty of parents come up to me and tell me, you know, how great I did and how good they feel, and, you know, and that's what makes me feel good.
Well, I also feel like there's a lot going on in a barbershop for a kid, right?
Definitely.
So those two kids I was telling you about that were back to back. So the first one was a 6-year-old, and he was great. He was great. It was just like he was moving a lot, and it was more towards the end. So I did make like a little audible in a sense for the next kid, where I turned it into a house call, and I was just like, oh, let's go into your like comfort zone, you know, to be able to do the haircut. And that worked out so easy, kind of thing. So,
yeah.
But
see, and I do a lot of house calls too.
Really?
I do.
How much are you charging for house calls?
I do 80.
80 or a house call? That's amazing.
That's not bad.
That's really good.
I got paid
more
50 per cut yesterday.
That's amazing. 50. Yeah. If I could do.
I started with like $15 cuts.
Yeah.
Started. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's it called? As you get to
Yes, I know.
the end of the interview, like what's it called? Well, this is gonna do our interview with Vivica today. We're about to end our day here at the school, and she's gonna wrap this haircut up so we could get on the cleaning duties, as you've seen on this vlog. Thankfully, Jax, I've been doing it all day. So my cleaning duties are done, you know, in that sense. But I'm just joking. I'm not joking, but yeah, no. But yeah, no. So yeah, next up on the episode, on the student cut episode, we're gonna I don't know who's gonna be up. It's gonna be like whoever is like gonna be coming and graduating. So yeah, we'll what's it called? Follow Vivica and her journey. You know, she's gonna be Vivica Cuts. Vivica Cuts. She's gonna be graduating here in the next like month and a half, 2 months. And if you're in the San Antonio area, go on and check her out. So that's gonna do it for. That's gonna do it for me, YouTube. If you're new here, this is a channel where a mid-30-year-old dude is redoing life at the greatest barber school in the galaxy, Fader Culture Academy. And I have a new video coming out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 1 p.m. And if you like this video, please stop acting brand new and physically like this video. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. Apparently that helps. So, you know, like if you wanted to help me but are still too scared to get a haircut by me, you could easily like a video and subscribe to it as well. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Have a wonderful day, YouTube.